This is Joe Seconder. It's Tuesday, June 6th. I'm in Sandy Springs. This is Mount Vernon Highway looking toward Peachtree, Dunwoody. And if I turn around, that's that is Abernathy to the left. And this is the Sandy Springs MARTA station. I want to show you an example of restriping. What we're asking here in Sandy Springs is to restripe and paint some bike lanes. Cost around $30,000 a mile. It's a fraction of the $106 million that Sandy Springs is budgeting for the fiscal year 2018. So here they've restriped. I want to show you here. Notice this is where the former paint used to be, right here. See the line? And they covered that up, they milled it down, and they painted new lines. So Sandy Springs has a history of repainting and restriping for automobiles here. What we're asking is to restripe and repaint for persons on bicycles. Here over on the other side in the opposite direction, there's a lot of room here, and again they have restriped in this area as well for automobiles. This segment here, by the way, all the way down to the Dunwoody city limits, all the way back here to the bridge at 400, you could put in bike lanes here for free, the whole direction. You've got these long decel lines on the other side of Mount Vernon here, right turn lanes that go to nowhere. You can reconfigure that, calm traffic, let's slow things down, let make it safer, but you got plenty of room to add a 5-foot wide bike lane the whole way to the bridge. And by the way, the other way to the bridge, all the way to Roswell Road, there's tons of segments here. So again, Sandy Springs, I'm looking to you guys, put in some budgeting here out of the $106 million, and let's do some restriping here. This is a great segment here. You could make this safe tomorrow for people. Last mile connectivity, low-hanging fruit. Mayor Rusty Paul, Sandy Springs Council members, please do this in this current year, calendar year 2017, and put that in your 2018 budget. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is an example of a restriping that was added for bike lanes. I'm in Dunwoody. I'm on Chamblee-Dunwoody Road at the corner of Chamblee-Dunwoody, and this is Dunwoody Village here. I'm going to show you here. This is headed northbound toward Roberts Drive, where it changes and merges into Roberts. You'll notice over here, you'll see these bike lanes here. But if you notice over here in the pavement here, you see this little swath that's kind of lighter marking here? That's exactly where the white line used to be. There used to be just a white line and no bike lane. So I'm going to move in a little bit closer here. So you see this place right here. That's where the line used to be. You see that? That's been ground down. That's the former line. So that was where the line was, and then that was just the lane. They shifted everything over here. They moved the striping, and they shifted everything to create bike lanes on both sides of the street here. So this is an example of a restriping here. So restriping, shifting things over. It's traffic calming, and it gives you that safe space. So here you got a nice bike lane on both sides here. Chamblee-Dunwoody Road, that's northbound toward Roberts Drive. Dunwoody has Roberts Drive bike lanes all the way to the Sandy Springs border, headed towards Spalding Drive. Thank you. So here's a last example of a restriping. This is a Dunwoody Club Drive, westbound, looking toward where it merges with Mount Vernon, headed toward the Jet Ferry area. And you'll notice here, this was repaved. This is the border of Sandy Springs and Dunwoody. Sandy Springs is to the right, Dunwoody's to the left. Sandy Springs north, Dunwoody south. And you see what happened here was when this was repaved, they did some restriping here because there was temporary paint, and they actually created a climbing lane in the uphill side. So this is actually a bike lane. You probably have about, a good, I don't know, quarter mile of a bike lane coming up to this hill here, which was just restriped. So there was the temporary paint in here. They came in after resurfacing, and they shifted the lanes over, and they accommodated a bike lane. And again, where the double yellow is to the left here, you would actually see where the lane used to be. They shifted things over and accommodated this for a bike lane. It's creative use of existing right-of-way, existing pavement, existing curb and gutter without widening. Now, of course, we can talk about widening. There's plenty of opportunities here as well in Sandy Springs to add where there's a grass shoulder before you put in a sidewalk, to put in pavement to the left onto the grass onto the shoulder and to add these bike lanes here while you're doing repaving as well. But again, the idea is here that this was accommodated here with existing right-of-way, existing pavement, shifting things over, creating some safer places for people that are going to be out here on bicycles to use the facility. Again, we're not talking about 10-year-old children here riding on the roads by themselves, but we're talking about people that would feel much more comfortable, safer, calming traffic. Again, the cars are moving here, no problem for cars, but wow, look at this. This is wonderful, and I want to thank the City of Sandy Springs for partnering with Dunwoody to allow this to happen last year. All right, and again, this is what we could do here on Mount Vernon, on Peachtree, Dunwoody, and other areas here for about $30K a mile in fiscal year 2018 Sandy Springs budget. Thank you.